In this video, we will talk about Attack on Titan, an anime which dominated the entire era of anime. We will talk about few things which are my personal experience and how it became my favorite anime.
This is personal.
Then we will talk about the impact of Attack on Titan on the anime industry. Then we will talk about the achievements of this great anime. Then we will talk about the ending of this anime, with which quite a few people seem to have problem with. And at last, what's next? I promise I won't try to make any jokes either. It's not like I'm very good at it. You can skip to whichever part you want to watch, timestamps are in the description, and please make sure to subscribe and help me reach 100 subscribers. So let's begin. Like 4 years ago, I started watching anime again, and the first anime I watched is High School TXT.
I wish that bicycle seat was my face.
Imagine my shock that such a disgusting, degenerate, and such a lewd piece of art existed, and I've been oblivious to all this 2D goodness for so long. How? After watching a lot of ecchi anime, when the beast inside me, which had been unleashed, calmed down a little, I thought I want to watch some action. Now enough of the titties. Then I saw this cover and the word Titan, and I knew I had to watch this. My instincts and every single cell in my body was telling me, you have to watch this. I never knew that an anime that I just picked up randomly could make me truly appreciate good fiction. And just one question, what the fuck is wrong with them? I'm one of those few people who watched Attack on Titan not because of its hype or someone recommended it. So I didn't know what was I getting myself into, and I'm so glad I did, cause it's the only anime that I watched which do not have even a single bad episode. From the very first minute to last, every episode was masterpiece in itself. That's something I understood after some time. Well, I just watched a lot of ecchi and straight up degenerate anime, so you can understand why I didn't get all the things first time. So I watched it again, then all of it came to me. I felt enlightened, I felt like I reached nirvana, and finally became the Buddha of anime, with a lot of depression.
That's gay!
Because I never saw a woman who wants to rail someone so bad.
Kiss me.
A guy who gets kidnapped every single episode. A bob cut who is dumb but smart at the same time. The shortest, strongest dude ever, and just little perfection of a specimen. The point is, Attack on Titan is just amazing. Now let's talk about the impact of Attack on Titan on the anime industry. Attack on Titan is one of those anime which made anime famous. When I was a kid, I found out about anime because of shows like Dragon Ball and Pokemon, and it's safe to say that people who have recently started watching anime is because of the popularity of shows like Attack on Titan. That's the reason most of them are toxic, and whenever they watch some other anime, it's just not good enough for them, and they keep crying about slow pacing. Watch Dragon Ball and you will know what slow pacing actually is. Dumbasses.
Shut your bubblegum dumb looking ass the fuck up.
Attack on Titan introduced a lot of people to a new genre of gritty and helped them lose their dark anime virginity, and was successful in building a massive worldwide following. Not only that, the success of Attack on Titan set a new standard for animation quality in the industry, which made many studios begin to invest more in animation quality and production value, resulting in better looking and more engaging anime series. The first season of Attack on Titan introduced us to something that everyone was craving, a serious show with complex story. Apart from that, it was released at a time when many post-apocalyptic TV shows and movies like The Walking Dead and The World War Z were popular. This, alongside the story being different from the usual shonen series, was a good reason for many people to give Attack on Titan a chance. It also had an impact on streaming services. The availability of Attack on Titan on various streaming platforms, along with its success, encouraged most streaming services to invest in acquiring and producing anime content. This contributed to the growth of legal anime streaming services worldwide. In 2021, Attack on Titan held the distinction of being the most in-demand show in the entire world. This title is not just most in-demand anime, but rather of all shows in general, putting it above Witcher, Stranger Things, and Cobra Kai at that time. An anime series was dominating the world. With the release of the anime, the publisher company of Attack on Titan manga has reported its first revenue increase in 19 years. Attack on Titan also sparked a massive fan community and led to a surge in merchandise sale, including figures, clothing, and more. This also influenced the industry's approach to catering to the passionate fan with collectibles and other related product. Of course, compared to anime like Pokemon, it's just still puny, but it's something. This is good enough to explain how popular of an anime Attack on Titan actually is. Source of all this information, you ask? Just trust me, bro. Now for the achievements, I kept this part for last to edit and record, but I just got lazy at the end. So there's a link in description where you can see all the achievements of Attack on Titan. Make sure you check it out later. Now let's talk about the ending. Attack on Titan ended exactly where it all started. The tree where Ymir's life changed completely. Or not exactly. Eren, the last holder of the power of founding Titan, successfully broke the chains of 2000 years of violence and freed Ymir from the shackles which tied her down for so long. Some will say it's Mikasa, but I believe it's both of them. When Eren told Ymir she's not a slave or a god, and when Mikasa killed Eren, showed Ymir that the chains which tied Ymir to the king's comeback threads can be broken. But after all the sacrifices and efforts, nothing changed. Humans will always be humans. War will always be there, and the cycle of hatred will always continue. Eren erased the Titans and ended 2000 years of war. But few centuries another war come forth. It's just like our current life. We have war. After some time people forget about it. But after some time they start another war. And the cycle of hatred and war continues. But Eren was able to make sure that his friend lived and died during a time of peace, and that's what he really wanted, and that's what he achieved. It's that simple. I know it's not the ending many wanted, but this ending is reality and reflects what humans actually are. It's the ending we deserve. As for Eren, I knew he will die when he started stomping Marleyan, cause whenever MC chooses the path of destruction, it always ends up in a grave. As for Mikasa, no, she didn't marry anyone, but stayed single her whole life. The red flower represents never-ending love, and you were the one for me. And the white flower at the end she was laying down in death represents purity and virginity. Her whole life, and she adopted a kid and orphanage. She has a history apparently. So sad. In the end, she only loved one guy and one guy only. Well, that's just how I wanted it to be. But Mikasa could have married with John, or she might be visiting with Armin's kid, or many other things. At the end, it's just up to the speculation of fans at this point. But one thing is for sure, Mikasa never forgot Eren, and Eren was always in her heart and her mind. But what truly matters is that Mikasa lived a happy life. That's what Eren actually wanted. Truly a fitting end to one of the best anime series to ever exist. Now, what's next? That time I got reincarnated as a bird to stalk the one I loved and keep her safe from evil men. This is my story. Tatakae! If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. This is Brace and peace out.